welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today is going to be incredible because I am about to drop the purchase on my very first e-bike. I am going for 180mm travel specialised. Weather in the UK right now is so dismal. Stay tuned, let's see if I drop the purchase. Pleasure likes Berry?
Yeah boy!
The team is here. Today we are purchasing my very own first e-bike. Here we have a specialised Kenevo medium. And behind me we have a specialised Kenevo small, which is tempting me, to be honest. So I'm going to take a seat on both of them. Apparently the small tops out at about 5'6"-ish. 5'6", quite scary when you're throwing facts around on YouTube, isn't it? 5'6", it tops out the small, and I'm 5'8", probably pushing on 5'9" if I'm lucky. But basically, I think the medium's going to be the daddy. I've got big plans for the Kenevo. I am very excited, and you should be as well. Okay, so we are going to sit on both of them. We have the medium Kenevo. How's it going to feel? It's quite good, isn't it? The problem is they've got this one ready, haven't you, for me to take?
Yeah, I can get.
I didn't see the small.
You can take that if you're happy with that. We'll run it through the same process.
That's it. No way. Should we sit on the small?
Right.
Okay. Ride it outside. What, both?
No pedals on that one yet.
See, actually, it feels. Oh, that one's got a higher seat on it, but I think it feels quite similar actually. The seat height.
It's more the reach on the medium. It's a longer reach.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's one of them as well. Once you're out riding and you're on the bike. I think the medium feels better.
They'll need bedding in, so I won't go Mach 10 right now.
So now the first problem we've established is I run Brexit brakes.
Brexit brakes.
Can you switch the brakes around for me?
Oh yeah, we can do.
It's pretty nuts, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is mental. Okay, so we have just got back to the mod shop. Now, this is going to be pretty insane because I am trying to contain myself right now, and I am trying my hardest to act normal, but there is an e-bike in the back of my van right now that I have just purchased. The footage wasn't what I wanted it to be in Leisure Lakes, but I could not keep me cool. I couldn't even focus. All I was doing was just staring at this e-bike. That's blew my mind. We are about to open the back of the van. It is going to be somewhat like an unboxing, but we are unvanning the new e-bike. Stay there. Saturday the 10th of August to be precise, and I'm about to pull my very own e-bike out of the van. I'm losing my mind right now. My good God. Right there, I'm gonna put yous down so you can see it. Oh my God, that is mental. That is actually insane. We are going to drag this into the mod shop right now, and we are going to have a proper look. Seriously big plans for this bike. If you know me, you would know what I did to the Santa Cruz Nomad if you've watched my previous videos, and that should give you an indication to what the hell we are going to be doing to this bad boy. We're going to find out what £5,500 gets us and why the hell it's so expensive, and I cannot wait to ride it. It was, in fact, in yesterday's video that I actually said that I was going to be buying an e-bike next week. I woke up today, the weather was really bad. I thought, you know what? Today's the day. You just know, when you know you're going to do it. It just happens. And today was the day to pick up my very first e-bike. I am blown away how insane it feels just on the flat ground to ride. I wanted to pick up on something yesterday. I did a brake bleed video yesterday. If you're tuning back in, you've perhaps watched yesterday's video. I actually did take, in the end, the top syringe puller out the syringe. So I have actually got quite a good bleed going on the back brake. For all yous worrying about the Santa Cruz Nomad, do not worry, I'm still riding the Santa Cruz Nomad on uplift days. I'm just going to be using this bike in the week to ride some free uplift stuff where I can just do my uplift myself on some steeper stuff that you can't really ride in the week without an e-bike. So today basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some in-depth shots of what we are working with here, rough spec on what the hell this bike is, what it does, why I've bought an e-bike. It's going to be a very interesting, diverse video. So we are going to start off with the obvious, which is the frame. The frame is full aluminium, which is quite cool in comparison to the Nomad, which is carbon. I actually really wanted an aluminium e-bike for the reason that it kind of can put up with a little bit more. I know that e-bikes are super expensive. You do get a pretty good 3-year warranty on them, but I was a little bit nervous about cracking, damaging, breaking any of the parts. So I wanted to opt into getting an alloy e-bike. The battery is somewhere in the middle of that beast there, which is absolutely huge. I am going to pull the bike down off this desk in a second, but I just wanted to get an in-depth look at the bottom of the bike. The battery actually has 15% more power than the last Kenevo battery, and it also has a 10% efficiency increase as well at the same time, which is really cool. Mad bit of kit. Kenevo is a beast. It is 180mm travel on the front, 180mm travel on the rear, which is awesome. I could not imagine wanting anything less than 180 on an e-bike. For sure, that is what I've signed up for on this bad boy. 180 front, 180 rear. As you can see, it looks pretty hefty. Something I actually forgot to mention as well is it has internal routing on the cables, etc., all the way through the frame. You see some popping out down there in the corner at the back. So on the other side, as you can see, there's some more internal routed cables there. We've got them popping out down the bottom here, which is really cool. Pretty hyped on that. Code brakes, which are SRAM. We are getting to the forks, which are RockShox Lyriks. They are really blacked out. I like them a lot. I went for the whole black look on these forks. They're 180mm travel, which I'm pretty hyped on. They're 27.5. You do see some e-bikes that are 29-inch wheel compatible. They basically run 29 forks with fat tyres on, but this is actually 27.5 on the forks with just a fat tyre in there to close that spacing in. Looks really blacked out. I like it a lot. I am super hyped. They're actually boost spacing as well, which is 110mm wide and 35mm sanctions, which is quite cool. So they are chunky, they are ready to go, and they are boost spacing. That is kind of the important bit, and 180mm travel. Moving on swiftly to the rear shock on the bike. This is an Öhlins TTX coil. It's basically got a 457 pound spring on it, and that is probably also going to get replaced for a titanium spring or something else like that. Do the full upgrade on the bike and just get it pimped out. I think the rebound is down here at the back at the bottom, and the other controls are on this side. Öhlins actually come from motocross as well, which is probably going to mean that this shock will perform on another level. The linkage is awesome as well in the middle region of the bike. I'm really hyped on that. So moving on swiftly on the spec. Both hubs, like I said before, boost spacing on the front. This is actually a specialised hub, and on the rear we also have a specialised hub, so definitely a brand that I trust. And not a lot of people know this, but I am super hyped on Specialised as a brand. Actually, I really like the demo downhill bikes after loads of research, and I really like the Enduro bikes, so I would imagine the Kenevo is probably going to tick all them boxes for me in one go. Weird, the rims are like really fat. They're like pretty hefty rims actually. They're 2.8 tyre ready. So basically, if you want to buy tyres, you go and buy 2.8 wide load tyres, and that's going to give us more grip with the extra weight of the battery in the middle. I think this thing's going to be a pretty crazy ride. Wait till we get to the dropper seat. That's insane. It moves 2 ways. Okay, moving on to the cranks. These are pretty crazy. I actually asked the question in the shop, do the cranks I actually asked the question in the shop, do you have to have special e-bike cranks? And the answer was yes, because of the wide load on the battery. 165mm offset crankset. They are specially made for e-bikes and they are pretty awesome. The name is Praxis. That's the brand name of the cranks. I don't think it's on the arm. It is on the arm, but you can't really see it that well. There you go. Praxis is the name of the cranks. 165mm offset. They are pretty cool. Super quiet as well, actually. Apparently this is a custom steel 32 tooth chainring, which obviously only spins. That's the mad thing about these. These spin backwards, but actually the sprocket stays fully engaged at all times, giving instant torque apparently, which is pretty mental. This is a custom made 32 tooth steel sprocket. That is awesome. That is insane. Okay, moving on to the gears on the bike. Can't really see the shifter, but the shifter is a SRAM GXE one-click shifter. Shifter is a GXE one-click shifter and going all the way to 11 speed on the rear. The rear shifter is actually a GX 11 speed SRAM, and that is actually pretty cool. I might get some multicolored jockey wheels for the back of this. Definitely something that I'm hyped on is being back on SRAM on the e-bike in comparison to the Sunrace cassette that I'm on the Nomad at the moment, which does perform well and does ride great, but SRAM always felt amazing on the downhill bike. To support the lower derailleur, the GX derailleur, we've got on the rear a SRAM PG 1130, which is basically 11 speed, 1142. So that is going to give us some good pedaling power. It's not quite as big as the 50 that I had on the Sunrace one, which is probably like this high, but I think 42 is more than enough with the electric motor. SRAM codes, as I said before, I am really hyped on the SRAM codes. Yeah, it's a great bike. It's really cool. I like the little shifter as well. You've got like turbo mode, which is this little button down the bottom, and then you've got plus and minus, which is for the battery. That's really cool. One of the craziest things about this seat is basically when you pull the lever, this is a standard dropper post, which you may have learnt about already in a previous video with me. But what actually is crazy about this one is when you press the button, it actually drops the nose down when it goes up, and then when it goes down, it levels it out. So it goes like this as it goes up and down. Okay, so without any further disturbances, I wouldn't mind showing you how you turn it on. I think you have to hold it actually. There we go, 4 bars of battery. This little kind of drinks thing's really cool as well. Quite like that. It's only a little option toy that they give you there just to put your drinks bottle in, but I just think it's a nice, you know, little addition to the bike. This bit's pretty cool as well actually. They give you a little Allen key set in the bottom here. That is just an awesome little kit that they give you free with the bike. It's actually got a T25 as well, which is for all the little disc brake bolts and stuff like that. So that is awesome. It's just nice, you know, nice to get little free bits and stuff with the bike like that. You grab your Allen keys off your down tube down there, and you then unscrew this little cap here. So check that out. Basically, this is the stem bolt. This holds the headset down nice and tight. It's actually got spare chain links in there. As you can see, not sure how well you're going to be able to see that, but basically the spare chain links inside that. And so check that out. That's basically the end of the chain tool, the stem, and there you have a full chain tool to fix your chain on a long ride. Allen key set basically just goes underneath that flap, back in along the top, job done. So your Allen keys are in there, and your chain tool is in the top cap, which is insane. Okay, so I just outroed the video, but it didn't look as good without the e-bike there, so I've put the e-bike on the desk again so you guys can look at it for one last time in 24 hours. And this is going to be the end of today's video. I wanted to say thanks for tuning in. Definitely thank you for tuning in. Without you guys, none of this stuff up here would be possible. None of this stuff would be possible. So I wanted to say thanks for everybody who's been ordering ownerofficial.com. Link is in the description. And thanks to everybody who've used the videos and get excited. We are about to ride some e-bikes this week. It's going to be insane. Thanks for watching. Smash the thumbs up button and I'll see you tomorrow around the same time. Peace.